sound dust with the very exciting event of the talk-through video of Infundibulum 2.1, which is the very snazzy update of the Infundibulum 2. And I'm just going to show you how it works, show you what's new, and hopefully make you so excited by it that you rush out and buy it. I'm not sure if that's going to do it. So what we've got for starters, Infundibulum is my kind of time funnel instrument, which is based around the idea of 3 channels of interesting, complex sounds, and 3 complex arpeggiator stroke gate machines, some snazzy effects, and newly some sequencers for filters as well. So what I'm going to do though is just show you how one channel works, because that applies to all 3 channels, and how you can build up your own sounds very easily. It comes with a gazillion, well, technically 200 and something presets, snapshots. But I'm starting with the default sound with just one sound, which is piano 2. There's 4 different kind of interesting pianos, character pianos. They're all very, I mean, this is very noisy. Infundibulum 1 is about kind of clanky, jangly beauty, and this one is more about filthy, eroded, dusty, hissy, kind of messy loveliness. And what's special, what's new in 2.1, we now have per channel, we've got 60 sounds, some of which I can show you here, some of which I can't because they don't fit in the screen. And we also have newly possible user import as well, which there's a new video showing you how to do that. I'm getting it back again. 60 sounds per channel, which adds up, when you do the math, 60 times 60 times 60 is something like 200,000 different possibilities just in the choice of sound matching. But then you bring in all the other possibilities and you've got quite a lot of sculpting possibilities. So, choose your sound there. Turn it again. Turn it on and off there. Up here, quietly hidden, is a kind of filterator per channel. There's one each there, so they've all got one. Next one down, you've got octave selection. So you can go up. Yep, 3 octave possibilities there. Then one of the interesting and important things is the loop mode. So these samples are all looped, but not in a invisible way. They're looped in a kind of quite messy, glorious way, which you can speed up and slow down. This is all automatable. It will sometimes click, because that's just the way it is with these things. So you can have fast, crazy pianos, etc. I'm sticking with this piano for now. I'll show you some other sounds soon. You've also got loop start point, so you can actually make it loop in a different place. Either at start or towards the end of the sample. Volume there. This one is the sample start point. Many of the sounds they're quite complex and they have possibly a bit of a warble at the start. Or there might be a slightly slower attack, so if you want to take them into a different realm, you can mess with the sample start point. Or you can have 3 of the same sounds with different start points for extra complexity. Complexity, that's the one. Bend next is the how far the mod wheel will bend, which is basically you can go up or down 12 notes or an octave. And the point of that is you can have all 3 of them bending by different amounts with the same bend. Let me quickly... which I think is quite interesting. I'm sure you'll agree. Pan. And then we've got a pan wobbler. So speed, amount, and then speed there. This is all tempo synced, obviously. So you can have it doing a little bit or a really lot. Then there's the slightly hidden apocalyptic mode here. And this is the kind of distortion unit. So you've got a choice of valve or transistor distortion. I'll get it right in the end. Plus bit reduction and sample rate for massive filth. Remember, we like filth here. High pass with crazy resonance. More of that later. Low pass with less crazy resonance. Let's turn that volume then. Vibrato, and this has been re-jigglified, so it's actually quite complex, almost tape-like wobble. Everything is a bit wobbly anyway, because apparently we still want to sound like Boards of Canada 20 years later. So that's maximum is a whole octave worth of wobble, and though it's quite slow, you can speed it up. It's quite chaotic, and they've all got slightly different qualities. And it's quite nice to have just a little bit, and then you match it up with other ones, and you get quite an interesting sound. So, chaotic wobble. Less chaotic chorus. Same thing, speed. And these things will be more or less obvious depending on the sound. Then we have the per channel, there's their own separate impulse response reverb with 50 or so reverbs I've made from springs, reverse, small, medium and large up here that you can't see. Let's quickly chuck it in a chamber. So there's the amount, IR reverb amount. Yeah. And there's also, oh, got a reverb switched on. A delay here. This is a delay send to this here delay. Which can, so that each channel has its own delay send, and there's the feedback there. You can go mad or you can go less mad. There you go. So that's what's happening per channel. And then per channel, you've got one of these here, which is the time funneling bit of the infundibulum, I would say. Turn it on and off here. Different modes. One of the ones I like the most is the gate mode, which essentially is a kind of tremolo effect. So you play a note and it carries on playing the note, but the volume keeps cutting out, in and out. And if you can set decay, so it's barely noticeable, or a very short decay, you can do quite interesting things. And of course, you've got lots of different speeds from mental to really slow. And then there's some kind of experimental Geiger-y, kind of randomy ones, which are kind of all, oops, wrong one. You've got a quick builder, if you want to quickly build a shape. So you've got, that's a Geiger mode. And of course, the thing is, you'd set, I wasn't going to do it like this. You set up a Geiger, let's do that. Different times, same shape, different lengths. I don't know how this is going to sound. Put it on a Geiger. We've got different Geigers. Right, here we go. Let's turn some of the reverb off. So, and that's with random sounds. Let's put those all to the same piano in different octaves. One up, one down. Here we go. Ready? A bit of reverb there, and a bit of reverb here. take a bit of that down. Oh, we've still got that up there. And if you take up the decay, you're going to get less obvious. And then you can sculpt it further with the insert section, which all of these go through this insert section. And it's all automatable, which is handy. Add some more filth. Maybe not. Phaser. The reverb here is really quite interesting if you have it completely wet. And with a lot of damping on. I quite like that. And the way the routing goes, the impulse response sends here actually comes out after here. So you can have really wet reverb there, but also get that signal mixing in at a later point. See, I don't know how else you'd make that sound. It's like Sam's bar at the bottom of the ocean. Maybe I could play better piano. And then also you've got the filter sequences. Same kind of thing as described on this side. Let's go back to just one sound. So one piano, turning that off, turning those off. Let's do that. Let's get rid of some of that. So it's back to semi-normal. Filter sequencer. I've got a low-pass sequencer, and you can use it like almost like an LFO and draw in, and it will play. Here we go. It'll play that. Put the resonance off, and you've got more obvious synthy stuff. And you can make it subtle, or you can make it obvious, and you can obviously draw in different lengths and more complex LFO sounds. As with all of the sequences and arpeggiators, you've got a swing control as well. And slew here softens the attack as the sequence, as the filter moves. Rather than being kind of jumpy, it's a lot softer. I mean, you can do interesting kind of glitchy things like that, make it a bit faster. Yeah. So there's still this one piano. It's got a lot of possibility. Even with a phaser. Phaser off. So, and like I may have said, the interesting stuff is when you start matching sounds together. So we've got these 60 sounds, which are quite organy, quite string synthy, quite guitar. There's quite a lot of evil guitars in there, a lot of impossible things, and really mangled things put through space echoes and kind of tape delays and spring reverbs, obviously. For instance, and often played or sung, or played in this case, very badly. It's a recorder. Let's take that off. So that's a recorder. We could add that to singing. Where have I gone? There we go. Some great singing. Put it down an octave. Oh no, it's up an octave. Let's put it back to a normal octave. Start messing around with the vibrato as well. Oh, excuse me. So this is an example of how if you take the sample start, you can get rid of the warble at the start. And while we're on blown things, let's put that back in. We can also add in some whirly tubes, which are here. So this sound, volume up. Those things that you do over your head, which are rather wonderful if chaotically tuned. add in some of this stuff quickly, randomly. Don't know what's happening. Here we go. Oof. Oof. He says, let's slew that a bit. Add this stuff in. Let's make it actually all vaguely sync up. Put these all to 16ths. They're still different lengths, and we will chop out some things. Maybe a bit too much warble on those things there. Some of the guitar sounds, we've got E-bows. Let's take that off. Let's take that off. I mean, they're good, great together on their own. So that's E-bow with... Let's make that noisier. You're not going to get that with any other synthesizer, are you? Have I said it comes with loads of presets? I think I did. Get out. I'll show you a few more sounds, and then I'll show you some of the available presets as well. We've got a rather nice Hammond organ in here, which is good. So you can make great... So that's a fairly straight hammy. What if you do... Let's put that in an arpeggiator. Let's turn that arpeggiator on. And let's put some of those other things in there without arpeggiators on them. Let's do something. Massive! Put that up an octave. We can actually put it up an octave here as well. See, that's a sound that would take a very long time to build. And we've accidentally stumbled upon it. Do the big reverb thing. Come on, that's lovely. If any of this is still confusing, there is an RTFM here. Read the flipping manual, which shows you through what everything does. And also, I think I've not mentioned, is you can generate all these amazing... Let's just put some more ARP stuff going on here. Randomly, I have no idea what's going to happen. Let's turn that off. Let's turn those on. With longer attacky things, you're obviously going to have... Ooh. See, I wasn't expecting that. You've got a kind of weirdly complex, let's make it more weirdly complex, sequence, ARP sequence there. Oh no, those two are the same length. No, they're not. If you want to save that, there's also an ARP recorder. So you literally press record. Yeah. Stop. And then you can just drag. That is now dragging a sequencer into... Ooh, that could mess things up horribly. You can then drag that into your sequencer. Just simple as that. So you can even end up using the arpeggiator, the time funnel, on your own instruments as well. As we're here, let's just bung these on as well. God knows what's going to happen. Yeah, it needs a bit of work. Oh, quite nice. That's the sound you always are going to need in your work, obviously. So there you go. That is the Infundibulum 2.1 update. Basically, you can do a load of stuff with it. I'm just going to quickly put some more. So let's not even move. There's also, yes, what I've also put in is some field recordings of kind of walking through snow and various other things, which are really great for kind of creating textures and things. In fact, let's just, yet again, I don't know what's going to happen when I do this, but I'm putting some field recordings in. So there's a bit of snow walking going on there. Let's put one of them up. I mean, come on, that's useful. Or SH101. Let's put some reverse reverb on one of those. Whack it up, whack that down. Oh! Let's change a field recording to something entirely different. Where's the trumpets? Excellently badly played trumpets. Give you kind of, let's put the speed up of that. Give it longerness. Or you can turn the whole lot off. Dunk, dunk. We can set longer decays. This should turn that into some kind of interesting pad. Let's go. Now, it should be good if I could burst into a theme tune to Coronation Street. Okay, let's not go any further. So there you go, colory brass band effect. Let's make it more so, add more trumpets. Oh no, let's put some vocals in. And some record, I keep showing the same ones, tape strings. So you can make massive and brilliant and complex and stuff with a patina. I haven't used the patina word enough, have I? This is all about having an amazing patina, which you can't easily make elsewhere. Thank you. Okay, so there you go. Let's stop there. Infundibulum 2.1 update, Sound Dust. It's free to previous owners. You should have got your update by now. And if not, you'll have to buy it. Sorry about that. Thanks very much. I hope you're all well. These are crazy times, and that's why you need a time file to just get away from it all. Thank you very much. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.